Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more grains.
Oh my gosh, welcome to braincake, guys. It's
You spiffed it up a lot since the last time I was here.
yeah, I have. It's nice to be able to have the intro play in the headphones. You kind of know where you're jumping in at.
Get you into a mood. Makes you feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back again.
It's been a while. It's been a while since you've been here, Gunboi.
Yeah, well, I'm drunk most of the time.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So what have you been doing in your time off?
Not shit. I tried to apply at a bunch of places like for work, but they're like, they don't like me.
Why not, man? Could it be the drinking?
No, it's I think it's because its aptitude tests are weird. They
Like what?
like Walmart's aptitude test is real weird.
That Walmart has an aptitude test?
It's
Sort of.
It's like an attitude assessment is what it is. It's like, how what do you like?
Yeah, you
What's
just
your-
gotta lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know. They said be honest,
You just gotta lie.
and I thought it was going to help sort me into a department. I didn't know that by telling them that I liked everything to be relaxed, I was indicating I was a bad worker.
Yeah, you just gotta tell them that, they ask the question, like if your coworker was stealing, would you tell on them? You gotta be like, yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, I know.
I would
Hold
tell
on.
on them.
why would they even give you the option to say no? Well, I guess.
Just to sort guns out.
For the stupid asses like me to try to answer
Sort
honestly.
him out.
It says answer honestly at the beginning, I thought.
Didn't you say, I remember you telling me that you applied there now and they had some kind of test. And
Yeah,
didn't
I
you
said I failed it, but not hard enough. Like, because they hire mentally challenged people,
Oh,
but
man.
like
Well,
I couldn't get on.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, old
different,
people,
though.
mentally challenged people, like you can at least catch a job as a door greeter, right? Like,
Yeah,
what's
well, not me. Apparently,
I don't know if it's a good. I don't know if you're the door greeter type. I don't know if you're the representative, the face of Walmart.
I'm the door guy. Come on. I watched Dick Cheney do that job on Family Guy that one time.
Go fuck
Oh,
yourself.
Where
yeah.
he just said, go fuck
Go
yourself.
fuck yourself.
Yeah,
And
Go fuck
they had to
yourself.
censor it because it was Family Guy.
yeah. And he
So
says, "Go
joke
fuck
didn't
yourself"
land
to
good.
everybody who walks in and out.
Filthy.
Yeah.
And that was because he said, go fuck yourself once in like a court proceeding.
Yeah, Family Guy, I mean, you got to think, they've had so many references at this point. They've really got to dig deep to, like, pull out some things at this point,
That was early Family Guy, though. They didn't have a fucking excuse
That's
for
true.
that.
Yeah. But was it funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so it counts. It
All
matters.
right. Yeah, I guess. You can't hate successful people when they're, actually doing their job.
Yeah. Seth MacFarlane, seems like he could be very hateable considering, like, he has a very good show. He's a very rich man. He's very handsome. Seth MacFarlane, like, you should not be able to create a show like Family Guy and look as handsome as Seth MacFarlane does, I don't think.
He's one of those, like too many things, though, and none of them are perfect. Like, he's attractive, but, like, he's like an 8. And like so in Hollywood he's like a 5.
Yeah.
And
I guess that's
then
fair.
you go he sings but not the best. He's a good singer.
And he
but
doesn't
not
sing
the best.
cool music. He
He
sings.
sings crooner.
Yeah.
He sings like
Yeah.
shit that I sing when I'm drunk at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
He's probably drunk at 3 a.m.
Yeah, well,
Singing.
always.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
like, yeah. Brian Griffin is a doorway, I think, into who he is, and I think that's why Brian's drunk all the time.
Yeah. With martinis and shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Because he's a fancy motherfucker.
martinis take the bite out of the vodka. That's the premise behind it. You can just drink basically straight vodka, and it don't.
What is
At
a
the back.
martini exactly?
You put
some
vermouth in
shit,
it.
some alcohol with an olive in it. Is that what qualifies it to be a martini?
You put
Gin, I think.
vodka, gin, and vermouth, and the vermouth is what takes the bite out of it.
I don't know what a
I've never
vermouth
actually
is.
tried one before. I have heard it described that way, though, that it just tastes like water. It tastes like nothing.
Yeah, it is still you're aware of the vodka, but
Well,
you're
I mean,
it's not. It still stinks.
yeah, when
Like,
you're drinking low grade poison, it's gonna taste a little weird.
That is what the big problem is with people drinking alcohol is that gag response is like, oh, you're poisoning me.
Yeah, you're like, just a little bit though. We're gonna have some fun.
It's like there's not many other things in life that you're willing to put up with all of the shit that you have to go through to drink alcohol.
No.
Yeah, what if just eating pancakes to put you through that?
Yeah, nobody would fucking eat
They
pancakes.
wouldn't be a thing.
I already don't eat fucking pancakes.
I don't either. I'm not a big fan. I like waffles.
I like things like pancake sandwiches, like the McGriddle, but
Oh my god.
something salty in it. But can't eat just sweet pancakes. Just,
Wow, really? Well, yeah, if you think about it, like pancakes just kind of like it's one note. You're just smashing like sugary bread into your mouth over and
Yeah.
over.
Well, I mean, I guess you could put other stuff in it though.
Yeah.
Nuts and berries and
well,
Yeah.
now if it had
Different
some shit
types
to
of
spruce it
syrups.
up,
hot sauce, whatever. you
Hot
like,
sauce on
I
your
guess.
pancakes. I don't know about that.
I don't know. It might work.
They do make savory pancakes. I have seen those.
Yeah, yeah.
You put a little bit,
The
of hot
batter's
sauce and
different.
a little bit of sausage.
Isn't there like a thing about people get addicted to pancakes? Is that like a thing? Because
Probably.
I know that Family Guy had an episode about it, and I also know that Sabrina the Teenage Witch had an episode about it.
I mean,
so.
there's houses all over the world for pancakes.
Do what?
There's houses all over the world for pancakes, for pancake addicts
Yeah.
around the world.
They're
So
international.
they can get their fix.
They're international
everywhere.
pancake houses.
Yeah.
I think it really comes down to the fact that like sugar or maybe just carbs in general have
Yeah.
like a way of like being addicting.
Yeah.
Like, there's really-
They're just easy, man.
Yeah, you just smash it down and like completely forget how many calories you're consuming.
And
Yeah,
a lot of
your
times, food
body's-
addiction is like a textural thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the
Like
most
drywall?
addicting? Yeah, drywall's very, very tasty. Can just eat it all the time.
Pizza type food, macaroni and cheese type food.
Oh my God. I just said last night, dude, I could eat a fucking pound of mac and cheese. I really
Yeah.
could. Like,
Even mac and cheese is not that good.
yeah,
Kraft.
it was boxed mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Wasn't even Kraft. It was off-brand Kraft, and I
Right.
wanted to eat a
Like
pound
Clover
of it.
Valley.
As long
or
as it's
whatever.
Yeah.
got that weird nuclear cheese powder in it, that's
Yeah.
what makes it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no cheese in that, right?
I don't know, fuck if I know. I know that there's a lot of goodness in it, and I know
Sawdust.
we must.
There's sawdust and dried clay.
There's sawdust and what you call it, and
Salt.
Parmesan.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's basically it's
I've heard that.
silicate is what they call it. It's basically little rocks, really,
Yeah.
is what it is. It's like,
You know, they could literally put anything in food, and because the words in the ingredients list on food
Yeah.
are so strange, we'd never know.
they do.
I think
Yeah.
not just that, but the regulations of like what's allowed in food, because they make it on such a huge scale that there's always going to be a little bit of toenails.
Yeah, and that's
Like, they
allowed
have
actually.
minimums. Yeah, they had.
Yeah, that's what
or
I'm saying.
maximums.
That's what I'm saying.
If somebody was really smart, really smart, they would start cutting their bread with the legal amount of rat shit because it's so cheap. They should just do that.
Rat shit is
Saying-
pretty cheap. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's free practically if you
Yeah.
have rats
Who's
around. but-
gathering it though?
And what bread factory doesn't have rats? I mean,
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well, I mean,
just-
that's why I guess they're like it's such a huge scale that there's
I-
going to be some. We're not going to be able to get it all.
it's like 3% rat shit or
Eat
some shit like
guys.
that.
Maybe
it
that's
can't be 3%. That
It's
sounds
gotta
like
be
way too
3%.
much.
Maybe that's the job you should go for, Gunboi. Maybe you should
Yeah.
apply to
I
be
could
the
definitely
rat
tell them how to
shit
make
guy.
money.
You
I
should. No, I was talking about you be the guy who collects the rat shit for them to put into the,
God
the
damn.
bread.
Don't even apply for a job. Just to go present that idea to them.
Yeah, and tell them you'll do it like for free for a while.
Yeah.
Just propose it.
Well, that's how you get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
It's old bread factory. There you go.
That's how Dad did it. You know what I mean?
Go be the shit picking up intern.
You come to them with rat shit already though. You can't go there without your product.
No, what you do is
gotta
you go
present it, yeah.
you go in and you say, I have an idea, but I want you to try this bread, and you pass the bread over to them, and they try it. You're like, pretty good, right? You're like, bet you don't even know there's rat shit in there.
How hard would you beat somebody if they did that to you?
I'd just be more shocked, I think, than any. Actually, I don't even think I'd believe it.
I don't think I'd believe it.
Yeah, but if so, put rat shit in my bread, somebody. I wouldn't even,
everybody.
I wouldn't believe it.
Also, though, I don't know. If somebody that I didn't know was like, here's this bread.
Yeah, this is an awfully weird scenario in the first place.
Why are they just gonna?
Oh, well,
a
you are at
job
the bread
interview?
factory. You're at
Yeah.
the bread factory.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess, but you're at an interview and they're like, you should try our bread. See if you really want to work here, if you care about the product,
yeah,
No, you're making them eat the bread.
Oh, well,
yeah.
that's going to be tough.
It's
Yeah.
a tough
To
sell.
try to get somebody that, is over a bread factory to eat a piece of your bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what goes in it. They know about the rat shit.
They're like,
They're
Don't
actually
know.
like, actually, we already have a guy who does that, and we already use rat shit. No, we don't. We appreciate it, but your services are no longer
I
needed.
guarantee you there's some thrifty bread shop guy who's like that's his thing is he's like we're gonna put as much of the allowable shit in here that's free as possible
Yeah, I mean,
just to get the weight up.
though. I mean, yeah, like you said, like, and actually, we were talking about like vapes earlier,
Yeah.
and like how unhealthy vapes can be. And I remember there was like this epidemic with vapes, specifically like THC vapes. They were saying were like killing people and stuff, but.
White people.
But I was watching a video on that white people, and I was watching a video and it was saying that basically the reason they think that a lot of people were getting lung infections and like almost dying from this stuff was because they were like adding stuff into the vapor to make it like more, you know.
Yeah.
Specifically, it was thinners for nicotine.
Okay.
It was they were using the stuff for cigarettes and the weed, making them like out of state where it's illegal, and they were putting the cigarette thinners.
I thought it was like a vitamin E or something. Some kind of vitamin
But
E
it-
was what I thought. It seems like I read.
I
that
think
might be what they use in the nicotine.
I mean-
because they put in there. It's something they put in it just to thin it out. Like it has no real other purpose.
And that's the crazy thing is like you actually put a lot of faith in corporate America and like all
Yeah.
these people you buy shit off of. You put a lot of faith in the fact that they're not doing shit like that, but
Well, they
they
are.
totally are.
They definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's I guess come to light at different things over time.
Yeah.
To be
So they're doing
fair,
the same shit.
I mean, it's not even really corporate America because most of your manufacturing goes on overseas. You're putting a lot of faith into just some random dude in China
That's true. Yeah.
or lady.
You know, I probably have more faith in some random dude in China than I do
Corporate America, yeah.
though.
Well, but if corporate America tells them to do something, they'll do it. 'cause
Yeah,
the
they're paying
employee.
them.
You know who I don't have faith in though? North Korea. I don't. Well, the leaders of North Korea,
Yeah.
I don't have much faith in. The people, it's not really their fault, but and actually, I don't think they have much faith in us as Americans either. According to a video I have here, it's called and now I was telling these guys I don't know even if this is fucking true. This could be from a mockumentary for all I know. I don't know if this is real, but as
I've
far
seen
as
some
I can
weird,
tell,
fucked up North Korean propaganda.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it would be real. It says it's North Korean propaganda that shows how Americans supposedly live. So, North Korea, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, is super, super strict about how much shit actually gets into their country or out of their country, as far as like media. And I mean, there's no internet, right? Barely electricity in most places.
They have their own. That's what I was going to mention. Was they have their own version of the internet called
makes sense.
intranet, where it's like no, not intranet, but it's in the country. It's
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
isolated inside the country.
And so, I mean, there's so much. I think what's the lady's name that we were talking
I
about
called her
earlier?
Yummy Park. I'm not proud. But since James said that he didn't think that was her name, I'm not confident anymore.
Oh, I don't even
I
know
don't
who
know.
you're talking about. But when it comes to that,
We
I
were
was probably talking something else.
we were talking about it's a lady who has made a lot of appearances on podcasts lately. Who is like
Particularly like Joe Rogan's cluster of people.
yeah, Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson and the other dude. What's his name? Really monotone.
Brett Weinstein or Lex Friedman.
Lex Friedman. Yeah. Yeah. So she went on like all those podcasts, and some of the shit that I heard through those is like literally insane, man.
Yeah.
Literally like it's almost unbelievable. There were things she said where I almost didn't believe it, but then I'm like, the more research I do into North Korea, the more I find you can't find shit. You really can't find any, like, even pictures or videos of poverty. And they say that when you visit North Korea, you're on, like, this really strict route of where you're supposed to be,
Right.
what you're supposed to film. Like, they basically tour you through the whole country, and they're never going to let you stray off the path and see the fucking poverty-stricken areas where people are, like, she said that they were just, it was normal to see dead bodies. Like, that kids would chase rats and eat rats, and that people forage for food. Like most people just forage for food because the government literally owns everything, you know, including farmland, cows. Like all the land in North Korea is owned by the government. Nobody owns land even. So it's like, it's so fucked up, man. And so they, you know, put out a lot of propaganda, like about, I mean, shit, wasn't there like rumors don't they say weird shit about their leaders like three leaders ago? Like if you looked at him, you would burst into flames or some shit. Like,
crazy stuff, yeah.
Like he's Medusa. Like their leaders are godly.
They definitely have a lot of propaganda about how superior the leader is supposed to be, the best person in the country.
Yeah,
so they go out of their way to make him.
Yeah.
And
he beat Rocky.
He beat Rocky, yeah. But you know, some of the propaganda, I'm going on a bit here, but apparently they have propaganda that shows their people how Americans supposedly live. So you guys can be the judge of this.
Yeah. See if it's accurate.
Yeah, we'll see how accurate their description of America is.
Can they see this?
North Korea?
Probably not.
Oh, the brainiacs.
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah. All right, here we go.
How Americans live today.
I love the English voiceover.
Dramatic music. This is how Americans live today. Drinking coffee made from snow and living in tents and buying guns to kill each other, especially children.
Exactly.
Some people complain
children.
about the guns.
Especially children.
Did that just say some people
Living on the
complain about
streets
guns?
of modern day America.
Just to be fair.
Yeah, dude. Some people complain about guns that kill children.
These trees are full of snow. You'll see that there are no birds. They've been eaten by the people who live in these tents and corridors.
No birds.
This man awaits heroin.
He awaits it.
Blow down very easily.
Could be true.
Yeah.
And they have to live in tents like these.
God
I mean, that's a pretty sick tent.
That's a pretty nice tent.
This man will show us his tent with pride.
Americans have pride in
He
their
points
tents.
to his items, but the camera notices his roof has fallen down.
I don't
This
think
is
any of this
common
footage
in
is from
modern day
America.
The American Red Cross supplies curtains and walls from material from North Korea. Again, there are no birds in the trees apart from these, which will be eaten on Tuesday.
This can't wait.
They are yummy.
The birds will be eaten on Tuesday.
We're going to get them
specifically
back.
in America.
You know, the same bird, we're going to get them back.
Of which there is plenty in the United States. These people lie huddled together with their dead friends in blue body bags, drinking coffee cups full of local snow.
You got to support local, man.
Yeah.
Support
They are
local
very good
snow.
friends. They are together in adversity.
That's right. This don't
In
look
other parts of America, often disguised as
Looks like
foreign
Soviet
countries
bloc.
in Europe,
Disguised as
people live
areas in Europe.
the same terrible life. This man, a former Republican candidate for Oregon, is now having to get coffee made of snow from these trucks.
I mean,
That's not true. No, it's not.
what's wrong with coffee made with snow?
Yeah, like why is
Americans
that
have
the
to live
thing that
like
they're
that
really trying to
daily.
push?
I mean,
Like,
unless they got it from the street. or
that's
something.
horrifying. Coffee made from snow, that's as bad as it gets. That's nothing compared to the people roving with guns killing children.
Tastes nice. That man's taking the blankets while they're looking. They are very grateful to their government for these handouts.
That's not America. We're not
No.
grateful for our
Like
handouts
North
at all.
Korea.
Yeah, I know, right? Suspiciously like
It's
North
very
Korea.
weird. Do you think they drink stuff
They
made out of
enjoy it
snow in
immensely.
North Korea too? Is
They
that like the
must.
thing?
Meantime, in the major offices, factories and railway stations, people sit around under expensive adverts for Dell computers, drinking snow
What's the problem?
in plastic cups. People pass by, not caring, but they are all in the same situation.
Yeah. Drinking snow on a daily
These
basis.
telephones
Yeah,
no
every
longer
day.
work.
Eating birds on
There is no
Tuesdays.
one to call.
It's a
Some
Klingon.
lucky people are allowed beds and floors indoors like this.
It's people sleeping on
This is how they
floors.
live in modern day America.
It
Huddled
looks like
together,
1800s
for
Russia.
the cold,
Yeah.
the lonely,
I've never seen so many
and the
beards.
homosexual.
The cold, the lonely, the homosexual.
The North Korean camera crew awoke this guy who was very cold and gave him some North Korean coffee and a blanket.
Which was
Not
not
made
made
of
of
snow.
snow.
These people
Right.
queued up for handouts from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and were each given a cake.
So there you go, guys. Thank God North Korea is coming over here and
Listen.
giving cakes away to the
Yeah.
American people in need.
And real coffee. That's 100% accurate.
Yeah, real coffee. Yeah, thank God they brought their coffee over. Like, I really appreciate
We
that.
had nothing here but snow to drink.
Yeah.
Until they brought that.
I know, man. It's rough.
I thought there was going to be something resembling reality in that. I thought that they were going to try
Yeah.
and be like realistic with their propaganda.
So
Semi.
honestly, though, do you guys feel like that's like a parody of some kind, or do you think that's real?
No, because I thought that they. Well, I mean, I believe it's real. I believe that's 100% real.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. It's because Kim Jong Un played a perfect game of golf or Kim Jong Il played a perfect game of golf and scored a 9. Because there are 11 holes, but he scored a 9.
Right.
What does that mean? I have no
That means
idea.
he got 2 holes in 0.
It bounced from one hole to the next.
What happened? Oh,
It
God.
was like a Space Jam situation.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it honestly, like, it's insane. And maybe if it is real, maybe there's some translation errors. I hope to God there's some translation errors if it's real, because
Yeah. They're probably eating those birds on Thursday.
Yeah.
Instead.
That's the big difference.
why? Like, why eating birds, man? And you know what's funny is maybe some other people, maybe more people know about that piece than I thought, because I was watching a video about North Korea, and it was just like a documentary, and one of the top comments was, it's awful strange that there are no birds in North Korea. Because like you said, it is funny how many things that they say in that is a thing in North Korea.
I
Right.
don't know if they drink snow.
Yeah,
but I know
basically-
every other thing is North Korea.
Anything that's not ridiculous in that is North Korea does.
The
Why would
drinking
it be
snow is
negative,
not really
though?
ridiculous,
Yeah, why
though.
is that
It's
negative?
just such a weird
They
thing
mentioned it
to.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they thought they looked down their nose at it, like,
Yeah.
you drink snow, you filthy scum.
Is that like a way of saying like you don't have running water, I guess?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you wouldn't drink rain.
I mean, what do people do whenever it doesn't snow?
Yeah, summer comes in and they
And
all
everything
starve
goes
of
out of
thirst.
business.
They
Yeah.
all die of thirst, not starve of thirst.
I mean, all of these
Takes a long time.
They starve
Coffee
of
cup.
birds.
yeah, all of these coffee companies are going to go out of business. They're just seasonal for December, January.
A lot of coffee focus in that video.
And that they shouted out Dell computers. Oh, that was strange.
Yeah. All the people sitting around Dell computers.
I really believe there was going to be something in that resembled something real, but it was the most fabricated shit I've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
like
Real
they walked
humans.
outside. They were real humans.
There were real humans in the video.
Yeah.
I
Oh no,
think.
that one guy was a Klingon. I'm telling you, that one guy that was sleeping for a second there, he was a Klingon.
Well, on a brighter note, we could watch a 22-second video of a monkey throwing poop at grandma under Gunner's suggestion.
That's my favorite video on the internet.
So here goes. Monkey throws poop at grandma. We're very cultured, very well cultured here in
Obviously.
Braincake. We watch the most respectable videos.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
They're
yeah.
all having a good time.
Great time.
That monkey's hyped. Oh shit. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
it got
like-
grandma on the fucking nose,
It's
dude.
like hanging off of her nose.
He was so quick
Wow.
with it too. Like,
I love the technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tricked him into
literally,
thinking he didn't do it. Like it was another monkey that
that
did
was
it.
still warm when it hit her face.
fuck yeah. Oh no. We don't need to go on a whole. It auto-played crazy chimp alpha ape flinging feces.
How many videos of chimps flinging shit are there?
Probably a lot.
They do it a lot. They do a lot of shit throwing.
Yeah, if anybody wants a special episode where we just watch an hour worth of monkey shit throwing, just let us know.
We could just do that on our free time, actually.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo and I went to the baboons, and one time every one of them were hard. I don't know why. They just all had their dicks out.
That's because you were there.
Yeah.
And like we took my little sister was there, and I was like, we gotta get her out of here. We can't. She can't come over here right now.
It's
They got
nature,
a bunch
man.
of monkeys jacking off.
Well, maybe they didn't want to be bothered.
I mean, yeah.
That's how they let you know that they don't want
Yeah,
you
they're
around.
like, I need some privacy.
I mean,
I flip my dick out.
that is a problem because it's like there are a lot of people who would have to explain some things to their children that they weren't quite ready to explain yet after seeing monkeys jerking off. You know?
I don't think
I
you'd have to
witnessed that
explain it.
as
I
they-
think that it would be pretty apparent what they were doing. I mean,
Well, not the jerking off, but I did witness. It was like a dad and his daughter, and she was probably she was less than 10. I don't know how old exactly, but we were at like the zebras, and I feel like there was a donkey there for some reason, but it might have just been zebras.
Sometimes
But
they mix some.
The zebra
other-
was very hard,
Fuck yeah, dude.
and the little girl was like, "What's that, Daddy?" So he had to.
That's his
and
antenna.
I think he
daughter.
just deflected. I don't think he answered her question.
You want some popcorn?
That-
Want cotton candy?
Yeah.
zebras
Let's go
get
look at the
hard.
elephants, honey. Fuck these zebras.
Them zebras get hard a lot because I was at the zoo a while back and one got hard and was smacking itself in the chest with it. And
Fuck, man.
we had Tim on the trip, the guy that used to be principal at
Yeah.
the place. And he said, he's hung about like mine. I was
Oh my
like,
god, the
man.
principal said
I was
that?
like, God, man, dude, you got to.
Did you verify? Did you check?
It was hilarious. We all laughed at him, but I was like,
Yeah.
man, that's vulgar for.
Was it
Nobody-
everyone, or was it just like
Nobody
you,
wants to
just a
imagine.
couple?
Yeah, no. Nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to imagine their principal's dong, man.
Richard
Well.
said one time that he was in the stall not in the stall with him, in the bathroom with him, and he said there was a shadow, and then there was a bigger shadow.
Which was the bigger shadow?
I like to hope and pray that it was his shadow, but I don't think that it was. I don't think it was the dingle. I guess that would be like a dongle.
The
That'd be-
dongle. That's definitely a dongle.
Well, that's the school's fault for not angling their shadows better.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
If you can't control your shadows, you shouldn't even have a school.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's, shadows are one thing, but there are some bathrooms that literally give no fucks about privacy as far as like urinals space.
Yeah, like they're cut up to the knee. The stalls.
Yeah. I've been in bathrooms before where it's like you go straight in the door, and exactly as soon as you go in the door, you could see a dude taking his dick out and peeing.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't like
literally, they don't even try to angle it with his ass. Just put the. It's not that hard.
But if you're in here, you know what we got.
You don't,
You don't
enjoy
get
that?
out.
Yeah, that's true. Our dog is trying to get up in the camera. Sadie,
She wants a Marlboro.
give her a cigarette, Gunboi.
All right. God.
Yeah. She was trying to quit, but
Yeah.
Speaking of cigarettes, anybody got an ashtray over there, Murray?
Harkabari.
just hold it, man.
Gotta ask.
Just put it in your hand.
Hold it like it's piss.
Just,
Bring
hold
that
it.
over here.
Just hold it.
Go pee.
just like it's
Here you go.
piss.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the American way, is to complain about bathroom stall placement. And-
Bathrooms in general are a big topic in this country right now for the past 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Right now for the past 10 years.
And I think I have a solution to both of the main issues
I
around
think-
bathrooms. I think we should have all private bathrooms, and there should be 10 of them around the store. It should just be for one person.
I mean, yeah.
I have seen some places do have like a bathroom and it's usually labeled like family. And it'll have like a changing table and
Yeah.
that type of shit in
That
it.
allows anybody in. Yeah. I would rather go back to the transgender bathroom thing being an issue instead of the back and forth flip between COVID and riots in the streets. I would
Definitely.
prefer that at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
It seems like a safer alternative.
Seems a little less harmless.
It makes you wonder what the fuck we were worried about before this shit
I
happened.
know,
doesn't it?
right? That's so
Everybody
true.
was at each other's throats.
What the
the world
fuck?
wasn't even ended.
Yeah, what the fuck was on the news before Trump and COVID?
It started. I think it started with Trump because nobody even watched the fucking news before that.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
even watched the fucking news before Trump come along.
That is true. A lot of people started watching it, yeah, because of that for some reason.
Because
Because
he's a fucking stand-up comedian. That was what his entire administration was he would come out there and he would riff on shit.
he really missed his calling. He could have had a lot better time just being a comedian. Go pee. She's trying to whisper about going to pee. Just walk by, just go pee.
I tried to hold it.
It's okay.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta go when you
Actually,
gotta go.
you pretty much always gotta, like, eventually.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You don't buy it, you're in it.
It's a real bummer that we have to pee and poop all the time, actually.
It really is.
Well, we don't have to do it all the time.
But
I do
every
it
day.
every single day. What do you mean?
Yeah, but like how long?
Well, I mean, as long as it takes.
How much time overall throughout your whole life when you combine
yeah.
every moment that you've spent peeing or pooping? How long is it? Let's look it up.
Less than 1% of the time.
But that's still too much. I bet it's like a year worth of my 100 years.
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna get 100 years, are you, buddy?
No, I'm not. Definitely not.
With that
I mean,
smoking habit.
That's an easy way to cut it up, though.
Yeah, let's see. How much time? I'm typing with one hand, so somebody's gonna have to help me vamp for a minute. Followed by silence.
Oh, I didn't understand what you meant, buddy. I was sitting over here thinking, what the fuck does vamp mean? We
Vamp?
got to keep the field silence up. We got
Yeah.
to make sure they ain't no
I'm
weird.
just over here wondering, like, if we'll get to be old, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I really hope so, but
Yeah.
men on average spend 855 days of their lives in the bathroom.
So even longer than you thought.
Yeah, compared
That's
to
longer
this.
than I thought it would be.
Women spend 770 days of their lives in the bath. Really?
I feel like
Women spend less time in the bathroom
I doubt
overall?
that shit.
True.
Yeah, I doubt that shit happened.
That's not right.
Are we talking? Is it talking about just pooping and peeing, or is it talking about like showering?
All women don't
Doing-
poop. I forgot that women don't
Oh
poop.
yeah,
That saves them a lot of time. That's
That
true.
saves them a lot
yeah.
of time.
That is
Well,
true.
yeah, but they pee.
But Sadie, what are you doing?
What did she
She leaked the damn tripod.
say to you're causing chaos? Get out of here! Get out of here,
Hold on
dog.
there.
Sorry, dog. I mean that's more time than I want to spend, but it's like that's why you have to make the time in the bathroom valuable. Is the way I feel.
I can shit in 2
Yeah, get in
minutes
some
flat.
videos.
Yeah, like you gotta.
10 minutes.
2.
Oh, 2 takes me like a 10-minute poop is a fast poop for me. I feel like.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all will spend a long time in the bathroom over your lives.
Oh, I do. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
studying. You know what I mean? I'm being
Fuck yeah.
studious in there.
You know what?
I'm learning
I
stuff.
feel like y'all spend like 2 minutes shitting and then you spend 10 minutes scrolling on a phone.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there's not just like constant shit
Y'all
coming
just-
out the whole time. That
Y'all
would
are
be
sitting
horrifying.
around. Y'all are sitting around smelling your own shit when you could be right out the
Nah,
hallway.
man, I give it a flush if it's bad.
That's
You flush it and you just sit there.
Sure.
I like how you said out in the hallway. Like that's where people spend most of their time. Like you're
that's
in the
it.
bathroom smelling your own shit when you could be in the hallway, Junior. Get in the hallway,
Yeah.
son.
Back in my day, we hung out in the hallway, kid. Smoking cigarettes.
I've had great ideas on the toilet though. Like I really have. Because I feel like on the toilet and in the shower is like almost as private as life gets, really.
We're
in
all
the shower is a good place for me.
We're all
Yeah.
connected on the toilet, man.
That's true. That's something everybody has in common.
Your asshole's pointing at the ground.
Yeah. Your principal with the large dick, he takes a poop, man.
He takes big poop.
He takes big
Oh,
fat
yeah.
poops. Yeah. Your teacher, your hot lady teacher, she shits, man.
She takes nastier poops than the big dude does.
Absolutely, because it's unexpected, and she can blame it on the smelly
She
principal.
probably does, yeah. She's like, oh, he's disgusting.
Yeah. She's like, what a gross prick. This is a bad lady. This is a bad.
She's pretty rude.
She's vicious, man.
Actually. A bad attitude.
It's a bad reputation.
Joan Jett, she shits. Joan Jett.
No, she's a woman.
Ah, fuck. I keep forgetting that vital
yeah,
part.
lesbians are women too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Get
sorry.
woke.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. Transgender people now. Do they? I mean, I know we're saying women don't like. Do you
If
just
they're a
stop
trans
pooping?
man, if they're
I
a
don't want to
trans
get.
man,
Oh, that's
then
it.
they're technically a man that doesn't poop. But
Yeah.
but that depends on what your definition of a man is.
We should definitely skirt away from this.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
We
went
all
there.
poop. We're just pooping.
Yeah,
We're
it's
doing it.
poop. Yeah, we poop. We poop.
Men that don't poop are rare. Like
Men-
I said, very, very small.
There does have to be. There's got to be somebody out there that doesn't have an asshole though.
But okay, if you
Then
could
they
take a
can't poop.
if you
They'd
could
be
take
dead
a
very quickly, I hope,
really
for their sake.
Well, they probably have the bag, but somebody's got to be born without an asshole.
yeah, that's a.
I mean,
bad
people are
situation.
born with extra people on them sometimes. So surely,
Yeah,
In them
Somebody-
too.
yeah.
Sometimes you'll have like a twin that's like just a tooth and some hair in your body.
yeah, I got a buddy like that.
oh God, that's so disgusting.
A lot of lefties, they say, are probably absorbed their twin.
Ugh.
Who?
Doctors.
What doctor?
That's what I'm
Hell if I
gonna.
know, man.
Dr.
Anytime-
Fields out
They
here
just say
saying that.
doctors. They say doctors, and I go, doctors said it.
Anytime I have any kind of weird information, that's what I'm gonna say when somebody asks me how I know that.
Doctors said it.
Doctors.
Yeah, he said doctors, man. I don't know.
To be born without an asshole would be a blessing, I think, really.
Well, you'd have to have, like you said, you'd have to have the colostomy bag, though.
Yeah,
so
that
you're
would be an
lugging
issue.
a little briefcase around with your shit in it forever.
Yeah.
Does it? How does it look? Does it look like shit in a colostomy
When
bag?
you
Are they
have-
clear? I don't know.
No, yeah, it looks like shit.
Where does shit come from, and where does a colostomy bag go?
You connect it to your bowel.
So you connect it straight where the shit spawns
Yeah. So
Colon.
in your
Yeah.
colon.
They like reroute your butthole.
They reroute your butthole according to the
It's
doctor
also-
that we have in here.
well, I think it's also not as solid as it does. Like if it was coming out of your butthole.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Like
believe
God
it's
intended.
solid. No, I don't. I think it's pretty much liquid.
Yeah, that's
100%
what,
of the
I'm
time.
saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I
Yeah.
don't think it's ever any kind of solid. It ain't just that it's less solid.
Oh,
It's
well, I thought it's still lumpy.
like brown milk, I'd say, coming out of you all the time.
You just really got to hope that the guy with the colostomy bag is not clumsy. Really.
Yeah, like what if he falls?
Yeah.
What
But,
if-
Oh, sepsis.
yeah.
And they'll die.
But if you had a poop fetish, then a guy with a colostomy bag might be your guy.
That's true. Like
Yeah.
tapping a maple tree.
Yeah,
That's
like it's like the blessing of like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
apples
you'd have
on
to
a
get
tree,
you
just
like
picking it off.
You'd have to like farm them. You'd be like this guy produces 3 quarts of shit juice a day.
If you have a colostomy bag,
Tom over here is producing a gallon. So
I wish that would become a trend, like an American trend. Like
it's coming.
it's too gross
I'm
to
drinking shit.
it's too gross to poop, so people just start having colostomy bags instead. Oh, okay, we lost storage, I think, on the.
Oh, that might be the case. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We'll just.
Dude. I'm gonna accidentally upgrade your fucking storage. You're trying to work the phone.
No, it won't let you. It would need my eyeballs
Gunboi
to be able to do that.
is grandma on Facebook when it comes to trying to work this phone to get the camera.
What should we do?
I mean, we could get your phone out and film us if you want.
That'll work. No worries.
And we can cut this out.
It's the game of real life. The new updated version of Life is in stores now. Who doesn't have dreams? Well, in real life, you get to experience a strategic hands-on simulation of your future path in financial and family perils. Land on the blue space? Uh-oh. Better grab your anxiety medicine, Johnny, because you've just hit middle of wit's end. Here, you will decide which path of poor decisions you will go down. Gambling like Fred Flintstone? Needle stuck in your arm? Arson on impulse? The possibilities are endless for infinite fun. Running low on cash and you need the fix? try to hurry up to that green space to continue the ongoing fight by getting a payday. Be careful though, your landlord doesn't play when it comes out to dishing out another eviction notice.
Choose your vices carefully, Stu.
The imaginary player, Lewis, is the resident loan shark in the game. He controls the money. Be careful what you borrow, but who said you have to retire with the most money to win in this version of the game of life? It's real life. Try to make it out alive to win. Last player to attend a funeral in real life is the real winner. How far will you go? Find out today! And, just so everyone knows, this is not a real product. This is fictional. This is, never mind.
Alrighty, I believe we're coming.
Hell yeah. We're back. And we're back.
We made it.
We
Short
made it.
commercial break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should put a commercial in there. We should just put we should make a commercial. We're not going to do that.
Just
'cause it'd be
bother
a lot of work.
Just bother our viewers with a commercial because everybody that's
Well,
something
those fake
that,
ones, like they do on NWA.
Yeah. Jimothy did have a fake commercial one time that he created for himself.
For a board game?
Yeah, it's called The Game of Life, and
Yeah.
basically it's just talking about all the fucked up things you could land on. You know what I mean? In the Game of Life. Maybe we should include that finally, because that's been sitting there for like a year and a half.
That's a fine spot for it.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy the Game of Life.
And that's what happened. Well, life fucked us over a little bit.
It did, yeah.
We
that-
landed on a dead battery. No,
That's
we
the
didn't.
way
We
it goes.
landed on a
Full storage.
full storage. We
Yeah,
landed
full
on a full
storage, man.
storage.
The cloud failed us.
God,
Fuck
you know,
that cloud, man. That's how everybody gets their dick spread around.
The cloud?
I have
Cloud.
the cloud. Yeah, the
You have
cloud
the cloud?
storage.
Oh, the cloud.
Yeah,
Oh.
where who knows what's floating around. Out in the I don't know how the internet works, where all the dick pics are, but there's just invisible dick pics and boobs and
You think they-
everything
you
flying around and above us at all times.
You think they keep them together? You think
I think
all
there's
your
a file at
pictures
the NSA marked
go to
titties.
one place? No. Well, what I mean is, like, if it's stored on the cloud, like in the place it's stored at on whatever we're calling the cloud is, you think all your pictures go to the same place? Or like some of your pictures next to like Cameron Diaz's pictures?
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe your picture's hanging out with her picture for the day.
Yeah, like just on the internet, like the physical space of where
Yeah.
it exists.
It's somewhere. right?
Yeah, that's true,
It's
man.
ethereal, isn't it?
We-
It's like effervescent. You're kind of you're like inside Cameron Diaz's pictures.
Yeah. And she's inside yours?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm glad that your like references for celebrities are about as like dull and out of date as mine are.
Well, as long as it's specifically like the Jim Carrey's The Mask, Cameron
Yeah.
Diaz is gonna be that
Yeah.
particular Cameron Diaz, I guess.
We didn't know about what's the guy's name earlier? Pooh something.
Who's shy?
Shasty?
Pooh Shasty.
Listen, he's taking over the world.
Apparently.
Pooh Shasty, man. It had like 180 million views or something. you
Yeah,
said?
yeah, we're clearly not I guess we wasn't the demographic for
Well,
that song.
I'm
yeah,
so out of
clearly.
sync with culture in general. It's nothing surprises me when I discover it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty late to stuff.
It's kind of sad because I never thought I would be totally out of touch, but I do feel more and more that I'm out of touch with music and shit. Like I used to thought I was at least a little bit up to par, but now I'm beginning to think that I'm not. When you surround yourself with like younger people, when you have like little cousins or daughters or whatever the fuck you have,
I'm just
you have
gonna
little
steer
people
into it.
around you.
I'm just gonna steer into it. I mean,
If you have little people around you,
Yeah.
like if you have like
Not
big
old,
head, big butt,
not old little people, not the M word, not
not M words.
not little people, big world. I'm talking, young people who actually understand the internet better than we ever could.
yeah.
It's going to be weird, though. I think shit's going to start getting really, really weird, like here in the next 10, 15 years.
It's already weird as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's pretty damn weird at this point.
But I think it's just going to get even weirder because, like, these
God, I fucking hope not.
this generation is growing up with complete social media. So, like,
Yeah.
Complete social
like
Yeah, 'cause I
TikTok
can
is the
remember it.
norm.
I can remember it not existing still.
Yeah. I feel like we're in a pretty good middle ground as far as when we were born, because we got like to see what life was like without internet hardly at all.
Are we those dudes?
Yeah, we are.
Are we sitting around being like,
jerking
"The
ourselves
kids
off
these days don't
I
know"?
don't even think that. I think it's just different. I mean, I don't. I just am comforted when I find out that other people are as fucking confused as I am.
Yeah, me too. TikTok don't click for me. I can't. I'm trying to get behind it, but
I mean, everything is just people connecting with other people. I mean,
Putting
I
fucking
think-
Chinese spyware on my fucking phone.
yeah, that's the issue
Yeah.
with it for me. I mean, that it's just shorts of people. I don't have any issue with that. That's just
like whenever I got on there, it was just like there's this video of a person talking about cleaning their room, and I'm like, why do I care if you clean your room though? Why do I care if a random person on the internet was depressed and then cleaned their room? That does nothing for me.
yeah.
You just scroll until you find something you like.
I think it's
And then it'll take you to that side of TikTok.
yeah.
I know. And it's an algorithm, and it starts giving you stuff that you like. The more stuff you like.
Yeah, I guess it's
And
whatever
then
you
China
connect with. Some
knows
people,
everything that you like.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, some people connect with, that person was less depressed that day and then cleaned the room.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I feel it. I feel that. But it's just, I don't know. I think I like YouTube better because I feel like it has more substance. I know it doesn't because I just sent Gunboi a video earlier that's like an acid trip,
That was
basically.
art.
Well, I mean, we
it was.
watched monkeys throwing shit at
Yeah.
grandmas.
So I can't pretend I'm like filled with substance over here, but I feel like typically it's hard to fit a lot of substance into 3 minutes or less clips,
Yeah, that's fair, I guess too.
And I feel like a lot of content that I consume on the internet, I feel like I'm trying to like learn something, but apparently people say that there's a lot to learn on TikTok and stuff too. So I don't know.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that's doing that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like a direct connection. Like it's super accessible for anybody to just film something and put it on there.
Anybody.
Yeah. It's
And then-
almost like social media is becoming more video, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like instead of posting like just text posts, like you remember when Facebook first started, that was all everybody did was like posts that were just text.
Yeah.
Now you never see that. You just see shared videos and pictures.
Everything that they cooked for dinner that night and a
Yeah.
picture, maybe you might see a picture or something like that, but you'd hardly ever see a video.
Yeah.
And now it's like a video app. Like the main function of it is you scroll through videos.
yeah, and post
Yeah,
videos.
and
I mean,
Joker pictures.
Joker pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get into that side of Facebook where all you find is images of Joker with quotes that are totally not suitable, like
Yeah, and American flags.
American flags, Grim Reapers on
If there's
Harleys,
something like that Joker likes,
motorcycles.
American flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
The anarchist villain, he likes those American flags.
What was that quote earlier? It was like literally had nothing to do with the Joker. It was like,
Something about being a good person.
yes.
if you're a good person, you don't lose people.
Yeah.
People lose you. That's what it said. What the fuck?
What did that have to do with the Joker?
Joker, it seems like the kind of guy that would loot.
Yeah, seems like that kind
well,
of
I mean,
guy.
he caused the disaster that made everybody else start looting.
Yeah.
I mean, like, man, that's my problem is I feel like content is just becoming so watered down at this point. I feel like there's fucking too much content on the internet and it's like too lucrative. It's too like people like even just the chance at like some kind of stardom or they just like the likes or whatever. And it's like people just build the content based more on that
Yeah.
rather than actual depth.
Yeah.
And it's just made everything seem so saturated.
That's because what it is really is that there's so much shit now.
There's
There's
so many.
too much.
Yes.
There's so many fucking humans.
I think they said that there's more video uploaded to YouTube every day than was made, like more film than was made in all of the movies from the 1900s to the 20th century.
I would guarantee that. Yeah. I seen this video by Vice, and it was a Facebook moderator talking about like how fucked up the job of being a Facebook moderator is. Like the person who monitors live stuff or stuff that's reported as inappropriate, because that stuff has to be taken down. And he was saying actually like there have been lawsuits put up against Facebook, and that like they've tried to talk to like Zuckerberg about it, and that like it basically brushes it off and is like they're overreacting. But you got to think, man, some of the shit that you would see on a daily basis, like people murder people on Facebook Live, people kill themselves on Facebook Live, people post all kind of fucked up shit. And yeah, there'd definitely be some mental repercussions to seeing that shit day in, day out.
Well, and I'd say people post photos of crimes that they commit and stuff, and violent criminals like to brag and whatnot.
Well, you want to be able to remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be able to remember it, so you better post it somewhere on Facebook.
How else will people know that you're a real motherfucker out here?
Fuck, I thought I set it to private. It's supposed to only be me that could see the chopped up remains.
I wasn't
going
to release this yet. That was going to be next week.
I use Facebook like my photo album. Just mark it private.
There's got to be some murderer that does that, right?
Yeah.
Not for long though, he gets caught.
He sets it to close friends only. They're the only ones that can see the post.
He has a very select group of people who he allows to see the murders who won't report it. That has to be going on though. Has to be at least one guy.
I don't know. I reckon serial killing is about impossible now. I reckon that it's just about damn near impossible to be a serial killer. That's why there's so many mass shootings, because the people that would have been serial killers are like going into the mass shooting.
I feel like those are completely different beasts. I don't know.
The mass shooting business.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but now you're thinking of like the real good serial killers that everybody likes to read about.
Ones.
Yeah, the ones that like
ones.
ate people and chopped people up and did stuff like that.
Not these fucking amateurs out here killing like 2 or 3 people.
But there's just as many serial killers that like shoot people.
I think I get what you're saying though. I mean, I don't know. Like I get what you're saying, but I do feel like it may be a different type of person. Like a different type of killer.
I think there's different kinds of serial killers. There's all
for
kinds
sure.
of different serial killers.
Like if you're a serial killer, I feel like a school shooter type is more like a moment of rage. Like I know that it can be more pre-planned.
I almost never think of it as a moment of rage type thing, because it takes a lot of building rage over a long period of time, and it's like they get angry at the world around them, but it's not like a moment of being angry. It's like an existence. Maybe
what you said makes sense though, because you said more people are going into the mass shooter business and it's easier to catch serial killers. It's harder to get away with that. So it makes sense that people will be like, well, I can't just like be killing people. Like I'm just going to go kill a bunch of people because I know I would get caught if I did it like individually. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Even though everybody's connected, I still feel like
it's mostly poor
serial
serial
travel
killers.
State to state.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make. Was that
you don't know?
Yeah,
it's like poor people who
probably
get
a guy
caught.
doing it
There's
right now.
wealthy people, I'm sure, who are getting away with serial murdering all the time because they'll just like fly out to Tokyo and murder somebody and then fly back to Los Angeles. And I think that's how Joe Rogan does it anyway.
Well, I mean, probably.
Joe Rogan.
He doesn't even live in Los Angeles anymore.
It's not elk he's eating.
Yeah, turns out to be the most prolific serial killer of all time, Joe
According to
Rogan.
Pink Trip.
Yeah, according to Pink Trip, yeah, he kills every one of his guests.
And eats them, mostly.
Yeah.
That's why he becomes an expert on whatever they were talking about. Because he's consuming them.
He consumes
That's official lore about Joe Rogan now. Official.
What do you guys think Alpha Brain is?
Alpha. It's just
It's
all
the
the brains
powdered-
from the
yeah.
alphas.
That makes perfect
Oh,
sense.
fuck. Yeah, dude.
He doesn't kill the beta guests. They're
They're of no use to him.
Well, it also throws it off, and they're not ready yet. You know what I mean?
No, they have to reach their final form, like
Yeah,
Frieza.
they're no good to him.
He
that way.
primes them. That's why some guests he has on a few times, he's like
Blows them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's feeding them.
Yeah, and he's providing them some knowledge, like, trying to make them rub off some of
He
the.
gives them a little bit of it.
Yeah.
They're like, he's like, but I'm not gonna eat you. Don't worry.
When
But he is gonna eat them.
Yeah. He just wants to. He doesn't want them to be scared because fear ruins the taste. of
It
meat.
does.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah, until he puts a bow right in the back of their head, like a bow and arrow. Just
I think you just kick them in the
I
head.
reckon there was
Maybe.
a cartel guy who did that. He would he wanted to eat people. He liked to eat people.
yeah,
And he would get you to come over and take a bath. And while you were in the bathtub and you were relaxed, he would go ahead and shoot you. And just keep you you're most relaxed so that the meat tasted better.
You know what? If you're gonna murder me,
take me out in the bath with
Yeah.
in the back of the head shot. Yeah,
I wonder
But
if he
then
let him.
preferably don't eat me and turn me into feces.
I don't care. Yeah,
But like, did he let them enjoy their bath? I wonder. Like, did he let them get all washed out? They're like, all right, I'm feeling good.
I reckon he would I reckon you kind of knew something was up because he was like, "You're gonna be in a bathtub for 2 hours now."
what?
He would put you in a bathtub, but he would put you in a bathtub for like 2 hours.
How did he get these people over? Did he pretend to be their
He's
friend?
a giant drug cartel. I'm sure he's got resources.
Yeah.
Man.
That's fair.
Why don't
probably-
you come over to my house, take a bath?
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
I have good coke. I have good drugs you can try.
Listen, Don will do great business. Just come down here. I've got a big bathtub. What the fuck are you prepositioning me with here, bud?
yeah. Man, that's the one
I certainly
time we're
wouldn't be
being-
worried that he would eat me. That would not be the thing that
Yeah.
came to my mind.
That's the one time where being homophobic would save your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I ain't.
Well.
That's gay shit, man. I ain't coming to your
Jeffrey
bathtub.
Dahmer, man.
yeah.
There's just a couple of times being
God.
homophobic would have saved your life.
I might start being homophobic. Might save my life
That's
from
true.
a killer
Got to.
someday.
You got- that's why I do it. I'm
Yeah.
just super homophobic because it saved my life once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never know when you might encounter Jeffrey Dahmer type who will lure you in and
I'm more worried by the John Wayne Gacy type.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Why are there so many like gay serial killers? I didn't really piece that together.
Abuse and trauma.
I feel like that makes sense. I
Yeah.
feel like maybe there's less of them now. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe
Well,
it's
there's less serial killers overall.
repression, maybe like the fact that like you would have to repress those feelings and it turns
Yeah.
into some weird fucked
Yeah,
up
that's-
shit that you
that's
have to
gotta-
hide just
yeah.
like a body.
Well, several
Kind
of
of
them
weird. Fuck with your brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
like have married lives,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a weird personality type that does that. But I think a lot of it, most of the time, I'm almost 100% sure that it comes from abuse. It's just about
Yeah.
guaranteed.
But not all serial killers, it seems like even like 50% of them like don't even have childhood trauma necessarily. Like
I mean that specific type of serial killer, the gay guy who kills the dude that he's with and tries to keep him around and that and the other, and
yeah.
it's the wiring and stuff around sex when you're a little kid is really sensitive,
Yeah.
and it can, if somebody fucks with you, it can fuck with you hard.
Yeah. I mean it sticks in your brain because I mean the ideas that you have about sex when you're a kid and the way society treats and the way that society treats sex like when you're a kid is totally different than how it is when you're an adult, and maybe you might not make that transition. You know what I mean? Like you might stay thinking that sex is something like dirty or bad or
You get arrested developmentally.
yeah, and I mean, who knows, man? I mean, there's all sorts of fucked up wiring that can happen, but that's just one.
It's weird though. I don't think most serial killers were victims of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a study on it once that said that most of them weren't, and that could have been full of shit. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
you've got a 50-50 shot of whether a study is true or not because there's so many that
Yeah.
they can hack and do all kinds of manipulations to make it seem statistically relevant or irrelevant.
And my thing is, I've never took part in a study. Seems to be an awful lot of
Yeah.
studies
Right.
for them to be making all these percentages about, like massive amounts of people and really important topics.
These hoity-toity scientists in their academies.
Yeah. I mean, I know that like science has a way of doing things where, you know, it is
Sample
a pretty
size.
like fail-proof
Yeah.
way, but yeah, sample size and shit. But still, I mean, you don't even know at this point. It's you don't have to be a scientific study to have your information be spread. All you have to be is an article. It's just like that fucking.
You can just say they've been saying it.
Yeah,
The doctor's been saying it.
the doctors,
You know?
man. It's the
So-
doctors, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think one thing that the doctors have said is that braincake is great, and that if you like this content, that you should like listen to it more often and interact with us. And we do have social media now, so
Yeah. I read a study about it.
yeah.
It's a savory cake with low sugar. You're not going to get sugar from this. If you've got the sugar, you can still have the brain cake. There's no sugar in the brain cake.
Listening to us daily gives you so many mental and physical benefits. It's insane.
Cures
You're-
back pain.
It's like a handful of brain fat.
Yeah, it cures back pain,
Cures ED.
Alpha brain.
erectile dysfunction.
I'm hard now, actually.
Yeah,
Even while we're doing it.
yeah, yeah. It's,
I've
it's
been
great.
hard the whole time.
Right.
I'm glad since we met.
If you too are hard for our content, give us likes, give us subscribes, and we'll talk at you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.